The sun was a white coin hammered flat against a New Mexico sky when Elena Ramirez stepped out of the Wells Fargo on Central Avenue in Albuquerque. She had just signed the final papers on her mother's tiny estate, a paid-off duplex in the Northeast Heights, and $43,000 that would finally let her stop teaching night classes at the community college. At 67, she was tired of stretching every dime like taffy. She tucked the folder under her arm, slipped on her sunglasses, and started toward her 2012 Subaru in the parking lot. That was when she saw him. He was on the far side of Juan Tabo Boulevard, bent over a city trash barrel outside a Circle K, fishing out Coors Light cans and plastic Dr. Pepper bottles with the slow, practiced movements of someone who had done this for years. The orange safety vest he wore was 2 sizes too big and streaked with desert dust. His beard was the color of ash, his hair long and matted under a faded Sandia casino cap. He moved like an old man protecting a cracked rib. Elena's heart did something strange. It stopped, then lurched forward like a truck that had forgotten it was in gear. She knew that walk, the slight limp on the left side from a torn meniscus 25 years ago, the way he kept his shoulders rounded as if still carrying the invisible weight of blueprints and deadlines. It was Daniel, her husband, the man who had vanished on March 12, 2007, with nothing but a text message that read, "I'm sorry, don't look for me, it's better this way." She had spent 18 years hating him. She crossed the street without thinking. Horns blared. Someone yelled. Her heels clicked on hot asphalt until she was 10 feet away. Daniel? The man froze. One grimy hand clutched a crushed Monster can. Slowly, he turned. The eyes were the same, pale gray, almost silver in the sunlight, but the face around them had collapsed inward, skin weathered to leather, teeth gone in places. When he saw her, the can slipped from his fingers and clattered across the pavement. "Elena." His voice was a rasp, like sandpaper on cedar. "You shouldn't be here." She couldn't speak. All the speeches she had rehearsed in the dark, the rage, the accusations, the 1,000 ways she would destroy him if he ever dared come back, died in her throat. He looked around, panicked, the way a stray dog checks for the next kick. "Go," he whispered. "Please." He tried to shuffle past her, dragging a rattling shopping cart full of bags. She grabbed the sleeve of the filthy vest. "Look at me," her voice cracked like thin ice. 18 years, Daniel. 18 years I thought you ran off with that pension money, that you left me and Sophia to rot. His whole body sagged. "I know what you thought. I made sure you thought it." A city bus roared past, kicking up hot wind and grit. Elena tasted metal. "What does that mean?" He glanced over her shoulder again. A black SUV with tinted windows idled at the light on the corner. Daniel's breathing went shallow. "I can't do this here," he muttered. "If they see me talking." "Who's they?" He started to answer, then his knees buckled. He would have hit the sidewalk if she hadn't caught him. Up close, he smelled of sweat, creosote, and something sickly sweet underneath. Liver failure, maybe. His body weighed almost nothing. "Daniel!" His eyes rolled white. She screamed for help. A kid on a skateboard called 911. By the time the ambulance arrived, Daniel was unconscious, his pulse thready. Elena rode in the back with him, clutching the orange vest like it was the last piece of the man she once loved. Presbyterian Hospital smelled of bleach and old coffee. The ER doctor was young, exhausted, kind. Severe dehydration, malnutrition, probable cirrhosis. He's been living rough a long time. Do you know him? "He's my husband," Elena said, and the word felt foreign in her mouth. They admitted him under John Doe because he had no ID. Elena sat in the plastic chair beside the bed for 6 hours, watching the rise and fall of his chest under the thin blanket. When he finally opened his eyes at dusk, the first thing he said was, "You have to leave New Mexico, tonight. I'm not going anywhere until you tell me why you let me hate you for 18 years. He turned his face to the wall. "Because hate kept you safe." She waited. The machines beeped. Outside, the Albuquerque sunset bled orange across the Sandias. Finally, he spoke, voice barely above the hum of the IV pump. "In 2006, I was chief engineer on the I-40 realignment and the new casino interchange for the Pueblo of Isleta. Biggest contract the state ever awarded, $480 million. Elena remembered. He used to come home smelling of printer toner and coffee, blueprints rolled under his arm, talking about rebar schedules and right-of-way disputes. Mid-2006, I found the ghost invoices, he continued. Tens of millions routed through shell companies in Nevada and the Caymans, kickbacks to 2 state senators, the lieutenant governor's brother-in-law, half the Department of Transportation upper brass. I took proof to the inspector general." He closed his eyes. 2 days later, a man came to the trailer on the job site, showed me photos of you dropping Sophia at school, photos of Sophia on the playground, told me if the investigation continued, my daughter would disappear between the swing set and the parking lot. No police, no trace, just gone. Elena felt the room tilt. "I tried to be smart," Daniel whispered. "I told them I'd bury it. They didn't believe me. They needed a fall guy, someone credible. They rewrote the books so every missing dollar pointed to me. Then they gave me a choice. Signed a plea, forfeit everything, house, retirement, savings, disappear forever and my family lives, or fight it and watch you both die." His voice broke on the last word. "So I signed. I sent the text. I walked away with the clothes on my back and the proof in a flash drive. I've been moving ever since. Flagstaff, Gallup, Grants, Tucumcari, collecting bottles, sleeping under bridges, staying invisible. As long as you hated me, they had no reason to look at you again." Elena stared at the man she had buried in her heart 1,000 times. "Where's the flash drive now?" He hesitated. "Our old hunting cabin, San Pedro Mountains, under the floorboard by the wood stove. But Elena, if you go for it..." "I'm going. They're still watching. That black SUV today wasn't random." She stood. "Then we don't have much time." She left the hospital at midnight, stopped at an all-night Walmart for a flashlight, gloves, and a cheap crowbar. She drove east on I-40, past the neon graveyard of old Route 66 motels, past the sleeping trucks at the Flying J. The Subaru's headlights carved tunnels through the dark. The cabin sat 20 miles up a Forest Service road, pine trees black against the stars. Elena hadn't been here since Sophia was 10. The door hung open on one hinge. Inside smelled of mice and cold ash. She found the loose floorboard exactly where he said. Beneath it, wrapped in 2 Ziploc bags and duct tape, was a small black flash drive and a folded note in Daniel's handwriting. "If you're reading this, I'm probably dead. Give this to Mara Delgado at the Albuquerque Journal. Only Mara. Tell Sophia her dad never stopped loving her. I'm sorry I couldn't be the man you deserved. D." She slipped the drive into her pocket and drove back through the night with every mile feeling like borrowed time. Daniel was awake when she returned to the hospital at 4:17 a.m. His skin had a yellow tinge under the fluorescent lights. "Did you get it?" She showed him the drive. He closed his eyes in relief and pain. "Mara Delgado," he repeated. "Investigative reporter. She's the only one who tried to help me back then. They threatened her too. She'll know what to do." Elena sat. "I'm calling her at 8. He gripped her wrist with surprising strength. "They'll come for me first, to tie up the loose end. Promise me you'll get that drive to Mara, even if..." "Stop it." Tears stung her eyes. "We're doing this together." But his body had been breaking down for years. At 6:58 a.m., the monitors screamed. Nurses rushed in. Elena was pushed into the hallway while they shopped his chest 3 times. When the doctor came out 20 minutes later, he didn't have to say anything. She saw it in his face. She walked back into the room on legs that didn't feel like hers. Daniel lay still, the machines silent. She took his hand, cold now, and placed the flash drive in it, closing his fingers around it. "You held on long enough," she whispered. "I'll finish it." Mara Delgado met her that afternoon in the back booth of the Frontier restaurant across from UNM. She was in her mid-50s, hair streaked with silver, eyes sharp behind red-framed glasses. "I thought he was dead," Mara said after Elena slid the drive across the table. He was, in every way that mattered. They spent 3 hours in that booth, while students came and went with green chili cheeseburgers. Mara's face grew paler with every file she opened. Bank records, recorded phone calls, emails, signed confessions extracted under threat. "This will bring down half the state capitol," she said finally, "and some very rich men in Santa Fe and Vegas. I don't care who falls. I care that the truth stands up." This story broke 6 weeks later. Front page of the Albuquerque Journal, above the fold, "Missing Engineers' Evidence Exposes Decade-Long I-40 Corruption Scheme." 2 state senators resigned within hours. The lieutenant governor's brother-in-law was arrested trying to board a private jet to Costa Rica. The contractor who had taken Elena and Daniel's house in forfeiture returned the deed with a public apology and a check for $3 million in reparations. The funerals for the scandal's reputations were loud and public. Daniel's was quiet. Just Elena, Sofia, now 28 and 8 months pregnant, and Mara Delgado at the Veterans Cemetery in Santa Fe. They buried the ashes under a simple stone. Daniel James Ramirez, 1959 to 2025. He carried the weight so we wouldn't have to. After the graveside, Sofia, who had refused to speak her father's name for 18 years, placed a small plastic Dr. Pepper bottle filled with wildflowers on the earth. "I wish I'd known him," she said, voice thick. "You did," Elena answered. "Every day you were safe, you knew him." That night, Elena drove back to Albuquerque on the new stretch of interstate Daniel had helped design. The asphalt was smooth, the reflectors bright, the billboards lit against a desert sky full of stars. She rolled the window down and let the warm night air pour in. For the first time in 18 years, she didn't check the rearview mirror for black SUVs. Somewhere along Route 66, an old neon sign flickered. Vacancy. She smiled, pressed the accelerator, and kept driving toward whatever came next, lighter than she had ever been.